And welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the Hamilton Chess Twitch channel. I'm Abel Talamantes, chess program director here at the Hamilton K-8 in Novato, California. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to have a warm-up tournament on Chess Kid, 4 rounds, game in 10 minutes with 2-second increment with kids from the Hamilton chess team that will be competing this Sunday at the CalChess State Scholastic Championship in the K-8 section. So we thought it's spring break here in the Novato Unified School District. But I'm really excited that we organized this tournament as a warm up. Wasn't sure exactly what to expect because all the kids are out on break. But currently, we got 11 kids registered for the tournament. Maybe we'll squeeze in a couple more before. The tournament starts in a couple of minutes, but really excited that the kids took the time this Tuesday and Thursday to show up for this tournament and get some reps, get some practice in before the big day on Sunday. Kind of exciting because we're all going to meet up here at the school site on Sunday morning, 7 a.m. And we're all going by bus. We're going to take the team bus and go to Santa Clara to compete in this event. So 17 kids we have playing in that states tournament. And we have 11 of them here playing in this warm-up tournament, which should be starting any minute now. And uh, pretty excited because just right before I was doing a Zoom session, like an info session, and one of our players, she was working on Chess Kid puzzles, and then it was cool because she shared the screen. So the other kids that were in the Zoom, it's sort of like we were doing almost like a group puzzle lesson. So that's always fun. And one of the things that we've done really well here is preparing the kids. Everyone's got Chess Kid accounts here. And they've been playing. We've been organizing in-class tournaments on Chess Kid. The kids, we have a ladder system, so the kids have been working on puzzles and lessons and workouts. All goes to points for the ladder. And now we're starting to get a lot of the kids that are not even in the after-school team during lunch Chess Kid accounts too. So getting everyone training. The tournament's about to start. So let me pull up some of the games. We do have 12 players. And first game here, we're going to take a look at. We got Sherlyn playing white against Sophia. This should be a pretty good match. Sherlyn probably has a little bit of an edge in experience, but Sophia's been playing really, really well lately, getting a lot of practice. And I have been noticing she's been playing on Chess Kid a lot lately too. One of the advantages as the coach is I get to see when the kids log in and what they do, so I know who's putting in extra time and getting extra practice. Sherlyn throwing a check right away on move 3, and I'm glad Sophia blocked the check. Sometimes it's tempting to block it in an ineffective way. Sometimes kids move the king. Sophia being aggressive here, chasing that bishop down. And Sherlyn retreats the bishop back to f1. I'm not a fan of that move because now that bishop looks like it never moved at all. And so white has given up what's known as tempo, where black got to play c6 and b5, and now the bishop's back to where it started. So it's almost like black got 2 free moves there. So that's something we will work on in class. So let's take a look at one of the other games that is going on. This is Jesus and Maya. Jesus, he is number 1 on the Hamilton Chess Kid leaderboard. Ooh, and Maya, I think, yep, and Jesus saw it. Maya moved that queen to e6 right in the direction of the bishop. Jesus has been playing a lot he's probably put in the most volume on Chess Kid of all the players, and he's actually been developing really well in the last couple of months. So, and it's showing in his play and his progress. He's doing a lot of the lessons and workouts on Chess Kid, and it's showing in the results now. So good for him. So Jesus definitely in control of this game against Maya. Next, we'll take a look at Larry, who's playing black here against Samantha. Samantha also playing really well as of late. A really thoughtful player, really thinks about her moves. Larry is among one of the stronger players here at Hamilton. I see he's up it looks like a piece already in this game. Larry's going to be one of our top players, I think, come Sunday. Um, Seventh grader, got a lot of experience. He's got that confidence. We're just trying to get him to slow down a little bit, but he's assured me that come Sunday, he's gonna play it the right way, think about the moves and everything, and I believe him because I know he wants to give his best performance. So in control is Larry against Samantha early on here, up a piece. And the other game we have Aaron playing Arya, and wow, Aaron utilizing a pin here to take that bishop. Aaron also one of the stronger players here, also playing a lot on Chess Kid. Um, oh, look at nice move there. Did that sacrifice to win a pawn because of that discovered attack on the bishop on d8. So Aaron in control of this one. Uh, let's go back to let's take a look at the Sophia Sherlin game. This is probably of the games of this round. This one's probably the most evenly matched. Sherlin on the attack here with her knight. Now, the one thing for Sherlin I would tell her about is she needs to develop those pieces because she's moving that knight a lot in this game. And if take a look at the back, right? The knight and the bishop still in the game, and nice aggressive move there by Sophia, putting that queen out there, attacking that knight. But you can see how Sherlin's knight is like in the corner on a5, and just look at Sophia's pieces, right? Very, very active. Neither is castled, so I'm not super happy about that. Ooh, just got a well. Oh, that was. I think Sherlin saw the fork there, but missed. Oh, and Sophia could have taken that knight on c6. So I think Sophia moving a little quick here. Actually, Sophia's got a really good move here if she can spot it. And I think Sophia trying to raise the aggression here, bringing the rook into the game. Even though Sophia's down a lot of material, she doesn't have any development. So Sophia could actually put a lot of pressure in this game just by getting pieces out, getting that bishop out in the right spot, that rook into the right spot. This is going to be a good lesson on the problems of development. And look at that, Sophia seeing that little trap there. Ooh, let's see if she didn't spot that. Sophia missed it. Player's playing a little too fast, although I see what she's eyeballing here. Yeah, and there Sherlin saved her rook. She saved her rook there because it was hanging. Now the pressure's on. Sherlin's king is sort of in the corner, but how can Sophia take advantage of that? Oh, oh wow, look at that move. She Sherlin can't take that queen yet because the knight's pinned. Let's see if she can seize that she can capture that knight on a7. Yeah, and she spotted that. So she got some of the material back, but Sophia definitely has got to get that other bishop and knight into the game. Uh, and Sherlin's that I think that was a good move because she has to start getting pieces out. Sophia actually a pretty aggressive player. She's always looking to get her pieces out and attacking, but she's got to be a little bit careful. Sophia's down material here, but she does have a lead in development and she has a lot of opportunities. So we'll see how this goes. Let me check in on some of the other games going. Some of them have ended. Larry and Samantha still going. And in the chat, I'm taking a look at the chat now. Oh wow, Drennick's in the chat. Hey, Drennick, how come you're not playing? Arya's saying, "Do not look at my game." Welcome everyone. Thanks for following, Drennick. Why aren't you playing? You should be in the game. But you could root the team on in the chat. I'm just glad you're watching. I love that you're watching. So that's cool. All right. Follow the games. Larry's still in control of that game. Aaron about to close the show with mate on F1. Good job by Aaron. And two games going, but definitely the Sophia Sherling game is the one to keep an eye on. Whoops, and we're a little more ahead. There we go. This is the current position, and Sherlin accumulating material here. Sophia, if she wants a chance, she's going to have to get those knights and bishops into a more aggressive position. But and there's little tricks here, right? I see something for I see something for Sophia here. She could play a move like like e4 with that discovered attack going on there, but she definitely has to get the knight into the game. Great move there, as you could see the threat on the rook on h2. Sherlin attacks the queen there, but let's see if Sophia can spot that, and she has. And actually, this is dangerous too because that queen is threatening queen h1 check, possibly winning that other rook. Oh, wow! This is gonna be a wild game here. Really wild game, and actually, Sophia probably be up material if she spots that rook hanging. But there's some danger going on the other side too, because Sherlin's threatening to take that knight with the bishop, and then if knight takes, queen takes, and then she has a check back there. So this is going to be wild. And Sophia takes that. So let's see if and actually, wow! Oh my gosh! There was like another threat. There was the queen takes e6 check. Sophia launches a check there. Oh my gosh. Almost mate on c1, except the knight is there on e2, protecting against queen c1 mate. All right, so here we go. So expect there's going to be a lot of checks happening soon here. Oh wow, h4. I don't know about that move there. Oh my gosh, Sophia made the check, but hung the queen. Oh, oh, Sophia almost. She spotted that mate, but the knight on e2 was defending. She's got to be crushed right now. Oh, she played so well to come back from a losing position. So now it's going to be on Sherlin to deliver the mate before she runs out of time. Oh, I know Sophia's mad at herself right now. So Sophia knight c6. Oops. The lights are on a sensor here. They like go out. Larry and Samantha, it's still going. Larry going for the mate. Larry's trying to go in for the mate. It looks like he'll be able to do it just by playing like knight g4 and getting that in. Um, oh, that was a good move by Samantha. But honestly, even rook takes f2 is probably good enough to bring mate soon. We'll see how Larry plays this out. Yeah, that's another way to go about it. Threatening queen takes f2, check. Samantha should probably just. Yeah, this is really tough. I mean, it seems natural to play queen f1 here to defend, but then you got to deal with knight g4, which would be a good move. Samantha at 2 minutes left. Let's go back to the other game. Whoops, not that one. Here we go. And so the trick now is for Sherlin. You got the king in danger, but now how do you close in for the mate? And actually, this is a point in the game that for uh, a lot of newer players, you get to this point where you have a big advantage in material, and now it's time to start focusing on the checkmate. But then, how do you do that effectively? How do you coordinate your pieces together now to try to get the checkmate? And this is kind of one of the harder parts uh, for kids. It's sort of like the next beginner level where you know how the pieces move. You can see some threats. Yeah, you can even like do some tactics. Ooh, I don't know about that move because the bishop takes knight there. And oh, I don't know about that one. Yeah, because now she takes that pawn, but now she's protecting the knight. Black should have gone bishop takes f4, that knight. And actually, now that knight's in an even better position to start really attacking. Queen d5 would be a powerful move here to deliver the check, and then save the knight. She retreats. So, sort of the goal for Sherlin here. Now that's a dangerous pass pawn. It shouldn't be able to queen, but Sherlin needs. Oh my gosh! Gave up that knight there. So and Sherlin's playing a little more passive here when she should actually be playing aggressively. And why didn't Sophia take that knight? Sofía, ¿por qué no? ¿Por qué no te lo comiste? Well, how come she did not take that knight? So, and I was saying it's like playing a little more defensively and passive when actually right now is the time you sort of want to get stuff out and start attacking the king. And you'd have to use that queen and the knight together to start trying to create that checkmate or push pawns. So that's sort of kind of one of the learning strategies now is, oh, why did she play that? What was that move? I'm still trying to figure out why did not take the knight. Trying to figure that one out. I haven't figured that one out yet. I'm trying to figure it out. But the thing to watch, let me take a look. Did Larry? Yep, Larry finished. This is the last game of the round. This is sort of the struggle for newer play, especially newer tournament players. Is you're winning. You're winning, but like, how do you go about checkmating, right? And I think if that's something that you're still sort of struggling with, sort of the goal should be to take out the opponent's pieces then. Because the clearer the board you have, the easier it is to sort of work towards checkmate. Um, but, oh, gave up a knight right there. Will Sophia take that knight? Because it's not easy. And Sophia takes that knight finally. So now I think Sherlyn really needs to start focusing on advancing those pawns. Any of those pawns, try to get them and create, queening opportunities. Although that pawn push allows the knight to escape, the knight can actually get out now. There we go. And you see now that the aggression has started and those pawns are coming out. Um, right now it's creating sort of a mating net pretty soon. And Sherlyn's gonna have to bring that queen a little bit closer. Queen f7 would be like a powerful move now. Queen f7 would still be a powerful move. Actually, it's mate in two with queen f7 if Sherlyn sees it. Queen f7 and then king. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. So Sherlyn's trying to bring the queen closer. She played queen d7 now. Actually, queen c8 is the better move than threatening queen b7. Queen c6 was probably the best move. Not sure about that move. And now Sophia down to a minute and a half, but really the struggle is going to be for Sherlyn. She's focusing and worrying about that pawn on f3, I think, unnecessarily because it's not a threat to move at all. So shouldn't be worried about this. This is actually a great game for learning, especially for new players, because I see what they're focusing on. They're worried about that pawn being so far down, but there's actually nothing to worry about because the pawn isn't going anywhere. There's no way to make that pawn move, right? So I think if Sophia just plays moves to stay alive, like bishop b6 would be a great move because it sort of blocks in the pawns, and then is able to get that knight out, she could make things a little complicated for Sherlyn in terms of like figuring out how to like create that mate. But if so knight b3 needs to be played here. You got to get that knight out to help in the game because the king and the bishop alone. Oh, takes that pawn. That was a good move. Oh, and then hangs the other pawn. Okay, so now White's got to push those pawns, the C and the D pawns. This is a great instructional game because you see like White trying to figure out how to create that mating net, right? Um, but you got to use pieces together. Great job, everyone in the chat, talking about the game. And the one of the things about these streams is that we're doing these streams because it's fun, right, to see our players play, but the other purpose of this is to learn from using these streams to learn, because now we can see these games and talk about it. and white picks off one of the knights right there. Um, be careful, white doesn't play something like c4. There we go. And I just mentioned in the chat, great chat, everyone. I love seeing the players just chatting about the game. But Sherilyn, you got to. And one of the things I've been trying to tell the players in class, like the queen can't checkmate alone. You got to use support, either the pawns or the king. It cannot do it by itself. So Sherilyn's got to advance the pawns. Sophia down to 12 seconds. She's just got to make moves. Yep, because there is a 2-second increment, so people get bonus time. So Sherilyn's got to. There you go. Just move. Picked off another pawn. And also for Sherilyn's got to worry about now. What Sherilyn needs to do is something I've been saying in class. Put that queen on the 7th rank and lock the king to the back rank, right? But you can't do it now because the bishop's there. But you got to find a way to put that queen on the other rank. And hold on, everyone, as we watch this game. This is Abel. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. He can't log in. Oh yeah, you have to do it on the one I gave you because those are the. But I could tell it to you. I mean, it's yeah yeah Hamilton underscore and then your name and then the password's Hamilton. Yeah, are you in now? I'll stay on until you get in. It was at 9:45 right before the tournament, and we're also going to do this again on Thursday too. So, are you in? The second round started, but you'll be able to jump in for round 3 and 4 if you get in. Orlando, and then Hamilton is the pass, and then you'll get in. You should see it and join it. Hamilton underscore Orlando. Just log out of that because if you log out of that, you'll be able to put the user and then the password. Once you're on there and you log in, you'll be totally fine for everything futures. It's just locking in your previous account. But that's really strange. Um, I'll tell you what. I'll work with you to fix that, and then we'll get you set for Thursday. But just go to the twitch.tv/Hamilton Chess, and then follow the tournament, and then help out in the chat, and you can follow the games. Hamilton twitch.tv/Hamilton Chess. All right, man, and I'll connect with you after and figure out what's up with your account. Aaron had the same problem, but we figured it out in the Zoom. But we'll figure yours out too. All right, man. Thanks. Bye. And we are back here, helping one of the players get in. So right now we're looking at Aaron against Joshua. And let me tell you about Joshua. Joshua is a third grader. That dude is like passionate about chess. Like he is playing all the time on Chess Kid, and he's going to be a really tough player. Actually, both these players right here, they're going to be strong players. Aaron's already a really strong player, and they're both third graders, which is really exciting here at Hamilton. And for the viewers watching, let me tell you something about the Hamilton Chess Club. We got about 100 players playing chess. During lunch, the chess club here is completely full with chess players. And then we have our after school team. Half of the players are girls here. Half of like all the chess players are girls. Half of the team is girls. Most days the girls are the majority here, so it's really exciting. You know, a lot of traditionally underrepresented groups are playing in full force here at Hamilton. It's an honor to be a part of that, and looking forward to showing up and representing at the state championship. So Aaron in control. One of the things Joshua has to work on, he's got a lot of raw talent, but he moves super fast. So we're working on that. But it's all practice. Here we got. It looks like Larry's game finished quick. So I don't know who he was playing, but I think he got the quick win. Let's take a look at Sophia and Samantha, which usually this would be a really good game. I like that Samantha's castled, but look at this pure aggression by Sophia, and I love her ultra aggressive style, but sometimes has to rein that in a little bit because she's just played f5, but the pawn's hanging. There you go, and Samantha took it. Boom. Sophia needs to really focus on developing pieces. I love that she went knight c3. Got to get pieces into the game, and ideally she can castle. Castling very, very important. Let's take a look at Arya and Maya. And Arya up a bunch of material here. It looks like she's picked off some pieces. Let's take a look and see how that developed. This is the beginning of their game. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to watch out for this bishop a6 because it's right in the line of that bishop. There was nothing protecting it. Knight comes out. Knight defends. Oh, and then black played knight takes d4, which wasn't ideal because either the knight or the queen can take it. Arya took it with the knight. And one of the learning objectives that we're also trying to do is talking about the value of the pieces, because not every piece is worth exchanging, right? You wouldn't want to give up your queen, for example, for just a bishop, right? That'd be the equivalent of giving up $20 so that you could get like $5 back, right? Like no one would do that. And it's funny is when I put it in terms of money like that, the kids absolutely would not make that trade at all. But so we got to get them thinking about it with chess pieces, right, in terms of the value. And nice maneuvering here by Arya. Definitely in control of this game. Let me go back to Joshua and Aaron. Aaron in control here. Looking for the mate, but Aaron definitely knows how to coordinate pieces, so I expect he's going to get that job done. Back to the Sophia Samantha game. Sophia still up material. Samantha taking that pawn. It was there to be taken, so. And Samantha, by taking that pawn, now. Oh, wow, look at that. See what happens there. So Sophia is seeing, oh, she could have taken that bishop right there. I think she missed that the knight on h6 is threatening that bishop. And I'm wondering if Sophia sees it too. So she's gonna have to move that that bishop back out of the way. There she goes, and she did see that part. But lots of stuff still possible here. And Black has some threats of their own, so it will be interesting to see how this plays out. Checking the other games. Aaron's got a little mating net going. Let's see if he knows how to. I like that move. Yep. Sort of bringing the rook in. Just got to watch out for stalemate. I think Aaron's just gonna promote that promote that pawn. And now let's watch Aaron's mating technique here. He's got pretty solid checkmating technique. So there we have it right there. Queen d7. Queen d7. Oh, missed it. Queen d7 would have been mate. It's not. Now he's got to go back to work here. Oh. Let's see. No stalemate. And now Aaron using bishop, knight, rook, queen, trying to get that mate. There we go. And nice job by Aaron. Boom. Nice checkmate. Good game from Aaron. Two other games going. Let's go back to Sophia and Samantha. Samantha, 3.5 minutes around there. And then Sophia, one of the things I'm working with Sophia, slow down. You see there's 8 minutes left. She's a very instinctual player, but definitely needs to kind of slow down. Even right here, like there's like big moves sort of staring right at you. You know, bishop takes f8 is one, but Black, can play knight a5 and try to complicate things. But like the one thing that Sophia's got to watch out for is this. Got queen f2, queen f1, big threat. Actually, queen that's mate. Queen f2 is threatening mate. So let's see if Sophia recognizes that. That is a big threat. And Samantha, even when Samantha's like down material, she finds a way to sort of put herself in a position. She did it in the last online tournament where she was down material against a couple of players and then found a way to sort of create a checkmate. So I'm guessing since Sophia usually plays really quick, I think she's recognizing that there are big threats there. The biggest of all is queen f2. Queen f2 would be checkmate because the king can't go to d1 because of the bishop on g4. So I think Sophia recognizes that threat and trying to figure out what to do about it. And honestly, oh no, yeah, that is the move. Bishop takes f8 because now queen f2 can't be played because there's nothing protecting the queen. So great move there by Sophia. Still threats there, but and now the mate threat is back. The mating threat is back, threatening queen f2 checkmate. So, oh, it's right there. Will Samantha see it? Will Samantha spot it? And she did. Queen f2 checkmate. Nice comeback win by Samantha. Wow. One game left. Arya and Maya. And this is another example. Maya down to a minute left is where here Arya's up a bunch of material. but needs to sort of find a way to coordinate the pieces together to make a checkmate. So curious if how Arya will proceed, although she is waiting on Maya to figure out the next move. She might win on time here. Um, 30 seconds left. $20. So round 3 will be starting in a few seconds, I think, if the time runs out. And we're going to have some big matchups in round 3. And here we go. Next round going to start in about 10 seconds. Round 3 of 4. Here we go. We got Larry and Jesus. That is a big match. Two of the top players in the class. So curious. We'll stay on this game for a little bit. Let me go to the chat, see what's been going on. I'm trying to multitask here. And then I see some players begging me to cover their games. I love Jesus in the chat, giving that analysis. Jesus, you got you're going to be a natural chess streamer, I think, someday. And earlier, I was trying to help one of the. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow Hamilton Chess, so then you'll get notifications when we do any kind of event. Or we have some online events planned. One of the ones we're really excited about is April 26th, an online club event against the Capablanca Chess Club from Chihuahua, Mexico. Women's international master and FIDE trainer Yvette Garcia Morales. She'll be streaming on Chess Kid Espanol. That match will be streaming on Hamilton Chess, so we're excited about that. We also have a club match against Chess Sin Fronteras. That'll be happening soon. So a lot of stuff. So follow Hamilton Club as we do international events with other clubs and other kids. Exciting stuff. So here we are with round 3. This is a big matchup because it's two of our top players. Jesus, currently up a pawn, and I like Larry castling. We'll see how this plays out. This will be a match we'll follow closely. Aaron playing Sherlyn. Sherlyn has a lot of raw talent. I was working with her on some puzzles during the Zoom meeting right before. Wow, nice move by Sherlyn. Saw that. She is up material. She just got to make sure that um, she gets herself castled when she wants. But nice play there. Knight takes e4. Then if queen takes e5 check, she could play queen e7. So now simple knight f6 would be good right here. Or f5. Yeah, I like f5 too. Nice move by Sherlyn. She just has to make sure she castles. g6 probably a good move here. Oh, look at her. Oh my gosh. Sherlyn. She found it. Nice move by Sherlyn. Congratulations. Found that mate. And I know Aaron would normally see that stuff. I think he just moved a little bit too fast and did not recognize the threat. Sherlyn, nice move. Nice threat. Nice, well played. Well played game. So I know she's probably screaming at home right now. Good job. Let's check in on Chris and Arya. And taking a look at Chris's game here. And the one thing that's sort of standing out is the knight's a little bit trapped. Oh, she did not play. I thought she was going to play knight takes knight on d4. So she moved the queen out, but yeah, it sort of gave a free piece there. So what Chris needs to do is just try to continue development. I don't like rook e3 because it puts the bishop in line there. So I think she just needs to slow down a little bit. And Chris might be playing a little bit too fast. Right? And for Arya's just got to recognize she can't play. Oh, that was a little too fast right there. Oh, wow. Black could have taken that bishop right there. Oof. Oof. Bishop's hanging right there. And Chris can play. I think she's moving a little bit too fast here. So, and that's one of the challenges for kids is tempted to play fast. And actually one of the things as a coach I've noticed is a lot of times when kids are losing or start losing or down material in the game, they start moving quick because, frustration sets in a little bit and, you want to get the game over with or you just want something to happen right away. And part of the discipline in working with kids, because this applies to other things, right? It's not just chess. A lot of times when you're frustrated at something, you just want to, make fast moves and make something happen. And that's not really the way to play. And just like right here. Oh, and Arya could have taken with the bishop instead. Is sort of staying with their game and still trying to make best moves even when you're losing, because that is a skill that's valuable for the kids is to even though you're losing, even though things look frustrating. And then Arya's she can close the show right here if she sees it with let's see if she spots it, is still playing best moves even when you're losing there, and she spotted it. Rook a1 checkmate. Good job by Arya. Is that even when you're losing, you can still play best moves, right? And one of the examples is clearly is Samantha, is that even when she's losing in her games, she's still trying to find best moves. And because she's done that, she's actually come back from defeat when she was clearly losing, and then was able to find a checkmate because she was still looking for best moves even when things were looking down, and gave herself a chance to find opportunities. So one of the many life lessons chess can offer. Let's take a look at Sophia and Maya. And Sophia up a lot of material here. And let's see if she can get on the board, but she looks like she's in control of the situation here. And let's take a look at Joshua and Samantha. This is a really good matchup. Joshua sort of natural up and comer, but still playing a little bit too fast, still with something to learn. Playing someone who's like totally opposite style, Samantha, who's a lot more contemplative in how she plays, and so even though she's down material now, I think Samantha. I love that she castled. I love her rooks are in play. One of the rooks is in play. The bishop on b2's got a nice long diagonal. So, oh wow, and there's like a nice tactic right now. Although it'd be really tough for Samantha to spot it. Be a really nice tactic right here. Curious. I will be amazed if she sees this. Amazed. And I know she's trying to like find something great tactical, and she doesn't spot it, but she could have played in this position. Rook takes e6 check, because the queen can't take the rook because it's pinned. So that would have been a nice shot right there. But wow, some moves have been played here. Joshua moving a little too quick, because White can play queen takes h6 right here, and black's black could be in a little bit of trouble here if they're not careful, because black has no development on the queen side, right? The rook, the knight, and the bishop on the queen side haven't come out yet. White's pieces are pretty active, so yeah. And if Samantha can get that other rook into play, there could be some big threats. Nice move there. Although White could go queen h5 check. That would be, or you could just take that rook and win a pawn back. So keep an eye on this game here. That is what she does. But queen g8 is a big threat. Queen g8. Oh, it doesn't play that first. Actually, that might even be better. No, because of the block. Yep. Nice moves. Still keeping up the aggression. She's got to get that rook into play, though. Let's see other game. Let's take a look at the big matchup. Board one. Larry is up some material. He's able to get some material back, it looks like. And Jesus trying to figure out how to proceed here. Nice move. Threatening that bishop, really activating the queen now. And this is going to be tough. This could be a puzzle right here, because after bishop f5, he plays bishop f5, there is a tactical shot. Although it's a tactical shot that'll involve really opening up the king side castle position, but I think it should still work. So let's see what Larry decides to do with that threat. And let's see if Jesus spots it here. Something we worked on in class, in our tactical exercises. And that's the thing about, you do tactics in class, and the idea is to sort of build that muscle of doing tactics so that you're able to recognize these patterns during live games when there's not someone prompting you that, hey, solve this puzzle, right? So let's see how he does with that. He plays rook f to d1. He could have played g4, forking the knight and the bishop. So Larry takes that pawn, which was a really good move, because it's sort of now the fork is not a possibility, and the rook's being threatened. So we'll see how this plays out. Let me take a quick check on the other games. One of the other games ended. I think it was Sophia's game. Samantha and Joshua, what is going on here in this game? Joshua has built up the advantage. Samantha down to 2 minutes. She is going to have to move a little bit quicker. Queen takes e6 is played. Oh, wow, did not take. That sort of opens the door for queen takes h6 check, and sort of keeping the queens on the board. Queen should have been exchanged for sure, because Joshua was up a lot of material, and when you're up a lot of material, you just want to trade off. And the same with Samantha. Samantha does not want to trade material right here. She wants to hold on to that queen. So yeah, that is the move there. And Joshua definitely, nice move. Although there is a way out of that playing queen c8 check. Queen c8 check needs to be played here. You don't want to. Samantha does not want to exchange. Queen c8 check. Oh yeah, queen f5 check. I like that. And I'm glad she opted not to trade, because that would have been the wrong thing to do. Wow. And now queen c8 check, maybe. Tough. Well, Samantha's got to move a little bit faster. Down to a minute left. Oh, and allowed that back rank checkmate by Joshua. So nice win by Joshua, finishing it off with a checkmate. So down to last game between the top boards here. Jesus up a pawn. Oh, wait. A lot of chess has been played. No, Larry is up. Looks like he's up a piece. Up a piece. Both about 3.5 minutes left. And I think the goal for Larry here is you gotta activate that rook for both players, both Jesus and Larry. You got to get that rook into the game somehow, some way. Get it active and activated. Yeah, like that move. Getting the queen closer, but definitely got to bring the rook in. So white to move. Could play maybe rook c1. Just activate it that way. Okay. Like that, bishop e2. Threatening the knight as a whole, right? Because bishop takes knight, the pawn can't take it back because it's pinned. But queen a1 check has been played. King h2, I see no immediate threat. And I don't see a clear path yet of how to continue. I mean, if I were black, I mean, I'd be tempted to do something like, there we go. No, I like that move. Bring that rook into the game. The only problem with that is there's nothing protecting that rook. Oh, we missed that move. Could have played queen takes d8. Could have played queen takes d8. Let's see if Larry notices that rook is completely hanging. Or maybe queen d4 is the move to at least protect it. But you're gonna give the knight back up. Dangerous. Dangerous. That was the move right there. That was the move. Yeah. Wow. That was the move. Jesus had that opportunity, missed queen d8 check. Queen takes d8 check. So now g4 is played. And Larry's got to be careful because even if he saves the rook, and then pawn takes knight, that is dangerous because if that pawn that's going to end up on h5 pushes to h6, then you're looking at possibly queen f6 and then force mate at g7. So, and he hung the rook again. He played rook d2, and then will Jesus spot it? He does. He picks off that rook. So now Larry back again, up only a piece. But that's still something. Although there's two pieces being attacked right now. So the pawn on g4 is attacking the knight, and the queen's attacking the bishop. So we might have even material pretty soon. Although black has a good move here, really good move. Oh, black totally missed. Queen takes e5 check. Queen takes e5 check was missed. So he opts to protect the bishop. So I know Jesus is contemplating. Oh, he doesn't take the knight. He plays queen over. Huh. He should have taken. He should have taken the knight. Larry down to 53 seconds. Jesus 2 minutes. Lots of action, some missed opportunities, and it's fun to see the missed opportunities in this game. That's how we learn. This is how we learn chess: is we watch games and then learn from our games. White throws in a check, and wow, that wins a piece because the only defense is knight e8, and he's just gonna pick off that knight. But now king can go to g7 after the check. And Larry, yep. So material is even now. The material is totally even. 6 pawns, a bishop and queen against 6 pawn, a bishop and queens. Now it's a matter of who can sort of maneuver their pieces into something favorable. Oh wow, nice move for black would be bishop e4. Hey, that's got a lot of threats in itself. That's a really good move. Attacking the bishop but threatening queen takes f2 check. So it's a double threat. The hard part for white is that the queen can't deliver a check. So now it's put itself in a position to deliver a perpetual check with f6, but queen takes f. I think that'll lead to mate. Yep, yep. I think black's going to be on the verge of checkmate, but has 25 seconds left to see it. Will Larry see this in less than 20 seconds? Check. He did see it. He can only play bishop f3. He's gonna get the mate. He's gonna get the checkmate. Very well played. Yep. 15 seconds. And he found it. Nicely played by Larry. Nicely played by Jesus. Both players missed some opportunities, but very exciting chess there. Final round is about to start. And we have Orlando. Awesome. Orlando has joined the tournament. So he found a way to join. And that's who I was on the phone with earlier. He's also one of our top players. So Orlando's going to get a game in. And I'm sure we'll see more of him on Thursday. And we got Aaron Seed dropped out. So Larry and Joshua. I love this matchup, the present against the future here. So Larry's one of our stronger players, but Joshua he will soon be one of our stronger players. So nice that they're matching up against each other. Sherilyn and Aria, this is going to be a great matchup. Two of our top girls. Two of our top girls, but they're actually two of our top players, regardless. So just focus on development, castling, very important. Get that practice in right here. Oops. And what are the games we got? Samantha and Jesus. This is a really good matchup. It'll be good practice for Samantha to see if she can speed up her game just a little bit. Although the tournament we're playing in Santa Clara, the state championship this Sunday, it's 30 minutes aside, so 30 minutes each player. So we'll see how that goes. We'll watch how this game develops. I love that she's thinking like, well, how do I continue? But in a game of 10 minutes long, you really want to make those moves. I think Orlando got that win there. Sophia and Chris are playing each other. Sisters are playing each other right now. So we'll keep an eye on this game. Chris has developed as a solid player, but I think moving just a little bit too quick on some of these moves. So something to work on and practice. Let's go back, Larry and Joshua. And it looks like Joshua's been relieved of his queen. So let's take a look at how that happened. Yep, right there. Moving a little too quick. And one of the things to note when we're sort of going over these games is the time. So even when this move was played, it's move 8 and Joshua's used like a minute. Um, if he had been a little more contemplative, thought a little bit more, he would have seen that, it's in the line of the knight's attack there. So holy cow. And Larry had missed it. Larry castled. He didn't see it right away. And then, it still wasn't noticed. And then he spotted it after. So this is where we're at. And this is an interesting move by Joshua. And it's something I've actually talked about in class about this notion here, where you use a knight and a bishop, where you take a pawn, and then so you have it here where if white plays rook takes bishop, then knight takes rook, then king takes. So you've taken a knight and a bishop for a rook and a pawn, and points wise it'll look like it's even because it's 6 points. But this is actually usually favorable for the person that captures the knight and the bishop. Um, so just something to consider. Even though the points are the same, um, you don't want a rook and a pawn for it. You want to keep those two minor pieces. But that's sort of next level stuff. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Keep an eye on that. Let's Sherlin and Arya. And I will be right back. All right, back. Taking a look at this game here, and gotta look at the trading of all this stuff. And then rook takes knight, and so Arya needs to pull her bishop back and saves it. Good for her. So still a lot of chess to be played. Sherlin definitely has to activate that rook. Got to get that rook into the game to help out. Let's take a look at Jesus and Samantha's game. Jesus has not used a lot of time, but seems like it's move 7. So Samantha's gotta move a little bit quicker. Like even right now, the natural move would be knight to c3, developing the knight and then attacking the queen at the same time. So we got to get these opening moves out a little bit quicker because she's used half her time and there's still a lot of game left. So we'll see how that goes. Sophia and Chris. Sophia definitely on the attack, and I know Sophia knows how to mate. So the one thing that I'm noticing here is Sophia's got 2 rooks and 3 minor pieces. Chris still has her queen, so there's still chances here, and look at that. Queen h3 check would be, oh no, Queen h3 check would have been a lot better. Yep. Wow, this is kind of crazy because literally she just has a queen and a pawn. And then, but this will be good practice on Sophia to see if she can use all these other pieces to work together. Uh, so we'll keep following that game. Let's go back to Larry and Joshua. Yeah, Larry in full control here. Uh, Joshua trying to figure out what do I. I mean, I think the best hope here is just Bishop D7 and then Castle, just kind of like get out of the way. Although Larry's going to pick off the pawn on F7. Tough position for Joshua there. Let's look at Samantha and Jesus. And and see, this is what I'm talking about with like Samantha is that she's not down material, but she's always looking to create some threats, right? So if Jesus did the wrong thing here, move the queen off of that diagonal, right? She'll take that pawn on F7. So I like that she's attack minded. She's got to move a little bit quicker. So good move by Jesus, just moving queen D7, protecting that F7 square. But Samantha got to develop, got to get that knight out. C3, maybe play pawn D3 so you can get the C1 bishop out. Taking a look at Larry and Joshua. Joshua still thinking. I think hopefully he moves. Hopefully the game is not abandoned. Definitely don't want to do that. But we'll keep an eye on that. Chris and Sophia. And look at this. Sophia circling the pieces in. Although she gave up a pawn right there. Oh, and then there's a skewer. And she does the skewer. Rook F5. Does she pick off the queen? Oh my gosh, she didn't do that. She moved it away. Why did she do that? Let's see if she takes the queen. She does take the queen. Yep, I think Chris takes the rook. And she's just going to promote that pawn. And then let's see if she does the elevator checkmate using queen and rook. She'll be able to promote with check right there. And let's see here. So let's see how she sets this up. Goes check there. She's got to remember she's got to cut off. Let's see what she does. She's got to watch out for stalemate, though. She protects that rook. All right. Now she can do it. Oh, Queen G5 could have done it. Queen G6 is mate. Oh, she missed that. Queen G6 is still mate. She still hasn't done it. Queen G5 is mate. Will she do it? Yeah, she's got to see it. Oh, she didn't do it. Oh my gosh. All right, there's mate like 5 different ways here. She has to be careful here. Oh, and now the king is hiding right behind that pawn. Wow. She's got to watch out. Oh, yeah, here it is. She's going to promote to checkmate. And she does. Nice job by Sophia there. Working that one out. 2 games left. Samantha and Jesus. Actually, let me look at this other game. Yeah, I think Joshua left this game, and so, yep, something you want to make sure that for players, even if you're a little frustrated, you definitely don't want to like abandon a game. It's just easier to just resign, because then that way the player's not like sitting here waiting on a move that's not going to happen, which it looks like this is what's going on here. So that'll be a learning opportunity, I'll call it, and we'll get that figured out. But it looks like Larry's going to go 4 out of 4 in the tournament. Great job for him, and this is the last game. So we'll just stay on this for the next minute and a half, and then that'll be a wrap for the tournament. And it looks like Larry 4 out of 4, but a lot of great games, and more importantly, a lot of games where we're able to talk about a lot of things that a lot of beginners go through and miss and think about, and that's part of the scholastic chess is learning, being able to see games where we get a chance to learn about some things and how beginners think about the moves, and especially in this one, how like even though if you're up a lot of material, you have to sort of know the technique or know that you're trying to use pieces working together to try to create that checkmate, and and the fundamentals are important. You have to get pieces out. It's important to castle. And a lot of the games that we saw, it was players that where their kings were in the middle of the board. They were more vulnerable to being attacked. And that's why it's important to castle. Even though some kids think that like castling is not good because put your king away in the corner, it's actually a lot safer in the corner, um, away from the middle of the board. And that's why pieces develop towards the middle, because the pieces in the middle create a lot of the action. So, and that is a tournament. And congrats, Larry. Uh, Gets the gold medal, the virtual gold medal. Sherlin gets the virtual silver, and Jesus the virtual bronze. 14 players in all. This was a lot of fun. Great turnout, especially like I said, Novato unified on spring break. So uh, the kids came out and on their own time at home logged in and participated in the tournament. And we're going to do this again on Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Get some more practice. These kids are going to be playing the state championships Sunday, all day Sunday. So they're getting their warm up and hopefully get the opportunity to learn a few things from their games and come back on Thursday, get some more practice, and then be ready for Sunday for live state championship. I'm excited for these kids. I know they're excited, a little bit nervous, but I'm hoping things like this get some prep, get some practice, work on your puzzles, play some games on Chess Kid. Very important to kind of stay fresh. So I'm gonna type in the chat. Congrats to everyone, because whatever whatever the result, that you took the time, played the tournament, you're surely going to learn something. It's always good to get practice. And we're going to do this again. We'll be streaming it again Thursday, 10:30 a.m. And looking forward to that. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we will see you in a couple of days. Thanks everyone, and see everyone soon.